I'm Miss Johnston.
And I'm Mrs. Berger. The two of us coach the math team together. For those of you who are curious what math team is, we meet and we talk about math and we practice math and we take math tests as competitions.
There are 4 levels of competition, 1 for each grade level. So traditionally, the freshmen will take Algebra 1, sophomores will do geometry, juniors Algebra 2, and then seniors can do pre-calc or the advanced topics for the oral presentations that they can give at regional. And depending on the need, students may be bumped up to a higher level. If we have a whole bunch of freshmen and just a couple sophomores, we may need some freshmen to take the geometry test, as just a quick example. But the seniors are only stuck at doing the pre-calc. They can't be tested down. Our traditional schedule would be from October to May, where we would have invitational meets and conference meets and our regional meet, and then potentially in May, the state meet, if we qualify again. The major season, when the conference and the regionals are held, are traditionally January through March. We're not quite sure what it'll look like this year if we're allowed to do any in-person competitions, but we can do some things online that I'll mention in a minute. So traditionally, we will have practices about once a week that may alter or change this year, depending on what we can do. And conference, once again, is in January, and like last year, we're hosting. We don't know what it's going to look like in January, but we are hosting it again.
All right. For those of you who are curious, when we say we take tests and what it looks like, at a typical traditional competition, such as the Hananiga Invitational or the Grant Invitational or even conference or regionals, everybody takes some sort of written test who's competing that day. So this is where Ms. Johnston said that freshmen take Algebra 1 and sophomores geometry and so on. So it's a 50-minute test with 20 questions and you take your test. There are also additional tests that can be taken. So there's an 8-person team test. It's 20 questions over a 20-minute period of time. There's a 2-person test. This one's pretty fun because it's done based on how quick you answer. There's a calculator team test. Again, this is 20 minutes, but this one you need to have a certain number of people from each grade level. And then at some of our invitationals, there's something called a candy bar test. This one's really just more fun. While they're getting grades compiled, we get to do this fun candy bar test. So these are the events on our typical big events. These are usually Saturday events, except conference is, I think last year it was a Thursday night at our school. So this is what our typical big event tests are like. We also have a secondary competition called the ILML competition. This is a monthly competition that's given individually at each school. This year, they have designated that it's going to be done virtually, so we know for sure that we're going to be able to compete with this every month. You get 6 questions in 30 minutes, and the highest 5 scores get submitted. So those are our various different competitions that we have.
So if this sounds good to you, how to join? We have a Google Classroom that is the same as last year. So if you were on math team last year, you should still be in it. But check and make sure. There's the Google Classroom code you can type in. There is a questionnaire posted there, so we just ask that you fill that out. And if you are officially ready to join math team, you have to register yourself on 8/18. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always email myself or Mrs. Ferger with any questions. And of course, you'll see Bitmojis and memes aplenty.
We hope to see you soon on our virtual math team meets.
Yep. Bye. Yay, math!